He did it in front of cameras, in front of fans, in front of the entire world. Lee Min-ho held Kim Go-eun's hand, and not in a scene, not in a drama, but in real life. And now, social media can't stop spinning. Some are thrilled, others are skeptical, and a few feel betrayed. So we're asking you, do you believe this was just a friendly gesture? Or was this the moment they finally stopped hiding? Let us know in the comments, because what we're about to reveal changes everything. It began innocently enough, a charity event, nothing extravagant, just a low-key art auction in Seoul, something Lee Min-ho has quietly supported for years. He arrived first, dressed down in a navy suit without a tie, relaxed, smiling, ever the gentleman. Then came Kim Go-eun, understated elegance, a cream blouse, soft waves in her hair, not trying to steal attention, yet she did. Photographers were respectful, mostly, no screaming fans, just light applause from onlookers. And then, the moment no one expected, as she stepped up beside him, he extended his hand, not as an actor to a co-star, not even as a gentleman offering balance on a step, but with a quiet sort of certainty, as if to say, I'm here, you're not alone, let's do this together. And she took it, no hesitation, no awkward laugh, just fingers folding naturally into his, like they'd done it 100 times before. The cameras didn't miss it, and neither did the internet. Within an hour, the video was trending in Korea. By morning, it had hit global K-drama forums. Some headlines were romantic. Lee Min-ho holds Kim Go-eun's hand like a real-life drama. Others, not so kind. Publicity stunt or secret love. Fans divided after viral handhold. And some were just confused. Did we all just witness a soft launch? Let's pause, because here's the thing. We've seen Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun on screen. We've watched them bring fairy tale romances to life. But off-screen, they've always been private, careful, measured. So this wasn't just a casual handhold. It was a decision, a quiet one, yes, but one that said more than words ever could. Let's rewind to their early days. When The King, Eternal Monarch aired, fans were divided. Some praised their chemistry. Others weren't sure if it was acting or something more. But behind the scenes, insiders whispered about subtle signs, prolonged glances, inside jokes, moments the cameras weren't meant to catch. Still, they denied dating rumors. Every time. Fast forward to now. After years of silence, of never confirming, they show up at an event together, and he holds her hand, without a script, without fanfare. What changed? Some think it's timing. Both actors are at the height of their careers. They've earned the public's respect. They no longer need approval. Some think it's strategy, a quiet rollout, no statements, just moments, little breadcrumbs for fans to follow. And others, they think it's love, real, unfiltered, finally too big to hide. In a video that surfaced hours later, a fan at the venue gave more context. She claimed Lee Min-ho had been watching the door before Kim Go-eun arrived. His whole demeanor changed, she said. He smiled more, like he was waiting for her. And when she appeared, he didn't rush. He just held out his hand, like it was the most normal thing in the world. That subtlety, that ease, it's what his fans convinced this wasn't for show. This wasn't about headlines. It was about comfort, about connection. Let's talk reactions. On Twitter, one user wrote, "I screamed. I've waited for years for even one real moment between them. And now this? I'm shaking." Another said, "I feel weirdly emotional. Like I watched two people come home to each other." But not everyone was happy. A longtime fan of Lee Min-ho posted, "I'm disappointed. He always said he'd be careful with our feelings. Why now?" And under a comment thread, "Why are people acting like they're married?" It's just a handhold. But is it? Let's analyze the body language. Lee Min-ho didn't just offer his hand. He kept holding it through the red carpet, even as they posed. And Kim Go-eun, she didn't pull away. She didn't look embarrassed. She smiled, genuinely. There's a moment, frozen in one photo, where they look at each other, just briefly. And in that half second, there's something unmistakable. Familiarity, trust, something intimate. No acting, just presence. Let's not forget, this isn't the first time rumors of their closeness have flared up. Back in 2023, fans noticed they followed each other on private social accounts. In 2024, Kim Go-eun was seen with a man in a ball cap at a late-night cafe, and many were convinced it was Lee Min-ho. But again, no statements, no confirmations, just quiet moments, clues. Until now. Now, it seems they're ready to stop hiding without ever saying a word. Agencies from both sides refused to comment. One source, speaking anonymously, said, "There's nothing to confirm. They're not making an official announcement." But when pressed on whether the gesture was romantic, the source simply smiled and said, "It looked pretty clear to me." So, where do we go from here? Some believe a joint project is in the works. Maybe a drama. Maybe even a commercial deal. But others think this was the beginning of something far more personal. A soft reveal. A quiet acknowledgement. Not for the press, but for the fans who watched them grow. Here's the question we leave you with. Was this moment carefully planned? Or was it something they couldn't hold back anymore? Was it love on display? Or simply friendship misunderstood? Or maybe, just maybe, we all saw what we wanted to see. Because the line between fiction and reality has never felt thinner. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Were you surprised? Disappointed? Overjoyed? And if you had one question to ask either of them, what would it be? Let your voice be heard. Because something tells us this isn't the last time we'll see them holding hands. Not on screen, but in real life. Together. Tools.